Hello again and welcome back to Illegally Cited. This is Jesse here, and yeah, I am back for kind of another Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe video. We streamed pretty much most of the endings that I could think of when originally playing this remake. But I figured I would do a additional video with a few endings that I either didn't know about or found later after doing those 3 streams. And this one is a pretty good one. So this one you actually have to... if you remember when we last left off, the whole gag was that, hey, we are making a whole bunch of sequels, and every time you launch the game, it increments the number. It's like, no, we're just going to release the same game, but we're just going to give it a new number, which is a great meta commentary on just the shoveling out of, like, just the constant franchising that companies do nowadays. I mean, I keep telling my friends, like, man, I like Star Wars, I like Marvel, but God, it's like there's another new movie or just series or something, and it's just getting run into the ground. So I kind of like that they make fun of that. But we are up to the Stanley Parable 8, which has its own unique little game here. It's kind of funny. And the Stanley Parable 8 Pocket Full of Tuesday. Yeah. Just complete nonsense. I love the fact that not only does it increment, but you choose kind of a Mad Lib combination of titles. It's so stupid. I love it. And I love the fiery, like the title screen here. We got Stanley just kind of slowly spinning around with this cheesy rock riff that's kind of great. And with fire in the foreground. I love it. It just sounds like it's actually got a good beat to it, but it kind of, I don't know, almost reminds me of something like you'd get in one of those like character creation screens on like an old WWF wrestling game or something. But we're gonna go in and start a new game. I hope it still does. Yes. Okay. So this is only gonna work for the Stanley Parable 8, because if you remember from way back in the day, the demo of the Stanley Parable, and there was a gag in the new version referencing it in the main game, but there was this section of the Stanley Parable demo in 2013, because that was completely different from the full release, and there was this little area...
What's this?
With just this little pedestal with an 8 button on it, and we'll just keep hitting 8.
8. 8. 8. 8. The Stanley Parable 8? No, this doesn't look right at all. The Stanley Parable takes place in an office building. There are doors and branching paths. This is just a button that says 8. Where did the Stanley Parable go? 8. 8.
And all you can do is just keep hitting this button.
8. 8.
He'll do a couple more bits of dialogue here.
8. 8.
And all we
I'm
have...
looking around and I really can't find the game anywhere. No,
we've got these little doors here.
Control facility or any of that. Literally,
there's
just
literally
this
nothing.
Button.
Yep,
and what's worse is that you seem to be having a better time with this nonsense game than with the story I wrote for you. I'm actually a little insulted. 8.
So yeah, there was that keypad reference in the boss's office in the full game, but now we've taken it one step further, and now that we're incrementing sequels,
8.
Now we get our little 8 minigame back from the demo. I love this. This is just so dumb. I love that they've put this in here.
8. 8.
Come on.
8. 8. 8.
I think you'll give me one more.
8. Well, I don't know what happened to the Stanley Parable or what the 8 button is, but apparently you're having a riveting time with it. 8. And frankly, I don't even want to pander to someone who finds this enjoyable. 8. So with that, I guess just go ahead and enjoy the Stanley Parable 8. 8. 8. 8. 8.
And I love the fact
8.
you can't get out of this room. You've got a door here. You got the little staircase down. You got your little panels here, doors here, and you got this pedestal. All you can do is hit the number 8.
8.
And your only other choice is to quit back to the main menu or let's start again. Oh, gee. Nope, we're not even going to reset.
What's this? 8. 8.
So I can go to the pause menu. And again, if we go back to our main menu here, as long as we are in this iteration, the only thing that we actually can do is exit the game and proceed to Stanley Parable 9. Otherwise, the entire game is locked off. This is great. It's just great. So cheesy. I'll go in and start a new... Yep, here we are. Back in our 8 room.
What's this?
So literally, in order to show you the other endings that I know of now... No, we actually have to exit the game. But first we got to hit this riff one last time. I like this one and the AC/DC kind of song. Those are my favorites. I'm a rocker guy, but I just love it. And then there's like the really serious ones and stuff. So now we'll exit back at our Steam window here, and now we launch it again. No, now we can't do our 8s are gone forever. They're gone forever. And now we get to choose a new combination. So we're up to Stanley Parable 9. And let's see, on the left side we have The Revenge of the... Alright, Forbidden... Okay. Outstretched. Expired. Beyond. Or Liquid. On the right hand side we've got Monkeys. Train Station. Home Planet. Okay, that I've never seen that. Oh, okay. Oh man, yeah. Oh man, we got to go Printer Jam. But let's see what the other ones are. Coworkers. Okay. Thank you. No, it's got to be Printer Jam. Oh man, what do we want? The Revenge of the Printer Jam is pretty good. Forbidden. Revenge is pretty funny. Forbidden. No. Expired. Kind of funny. Beyond. I'm torn between Beyond and... Although Liquid Printer Gem is just stupid. You know what? That's just stupid enough. It's so non sequitur that... Oh, man. Yeah, you know what? We're going to go... Because, you could do Beyond or whatever. But no, we're going to go Liquid. Liquid Printer Jam. I don't even want to know what happened. Okay, so now we've got a new title screen here. Got our... What the hell? Okay, really cartoony. Got our coffee cup dude there. And, okay, really bizarre. So now let's go into the main game. And for completeness' sake, or at least for mostly completion's sake. So let's just skip that. We've heard that before. We're going to go forward.
All of his characters were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So we're going to continue on the main trek. And we're going to go the proper way.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
So, I did not know about these endings until after.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
I streamed, but let's go into the broom closet because...
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Yeah. I love that when they eventually board it up. So let's go up.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. Into our office.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an
So, you know, we can still do our other 8 reference again.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth.
Okay, now we can do...
From him.
Oh, what is it?
The boss
2,
an extra secret
8,
number.
4, 5.
Stanley was
there
in
we
such
go.
a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
It's pretty good. So this ending that we are going to do, there's 2 versions of this ending, of course, with and without the bucket, because of course you got to have both endings.
Feeling soothed,
and this one's based on, well, I'm not even going to spoil it.
Into the opened passageway.
I'm not even going to spoil it. So we're going to go down the elevator, as one is supposed to do. And into our loading zone. So we're going toward the way the narrator wants, our mind control facility.
Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
So you remember... in the main game, we're going to come around the corner here.
Walked straight ahead through the large door that read
Mind Control Facility. Right, so we get to our catwalks here, and normally we turn the power on and whatnot. And I can turn the power on.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
But...
what horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Just like at the beginning of the game where we can hop on that one desk, there was a glitch in the original game where you can fall off and it didn't do anything. It was just like a soft lock.
You've made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. Welcome. You see, back when the Stanley Parable first launched in 2013, getting to the bottom of the mind control facility was a bug that we simply didn't catch during development. And you all sent us lots of photos of it on Twitter and acted very superior about it. And you're all very, very clever. Good for you.
I love
anyway,
it.
When it came time to update the game, we knew that we had to do something about this little goof of ours. So here you go. New content.
Yay!
You can call it the bottom of the mind control room ending, if that enhances your perception of the value of these updates. Isn't that what you crave? New content?
Yep.
Always more content, more, more. And I'm here to give it to you. I'm here to make it seem like we really covered every nook and cranny of the game, with secrets and Easter eggs. How about this? We wrote a new piece of music just for this section.
Oh man, another song. Yes, so there's like 3 or 4 of these so far.
Secret that's just for you. That's how special you are.
Yeah.
We call this track Good Job You've Made It to the Bottom of the Mind Control Facility.
It's pitch black
Well
down here
done.
except for the lights I turned on above.
Good job. You did it.
Out-of-tune punk band.
3, 2, 1. Good job. You made it to the bottom of the mind control facility.
That's so dumb.
Catwalk. You should have been careful. You should have been careful. It used to be a bug, but now it's an ending. Now it's an ending.
I mean, what else can you say?
I believe in your ability to cross this barrier, chase your dreams. But railings don't mean anything. Good job, you did it. 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 Good job, you did it.
It sounds so out of tune. And there you go. There is your glitch, your kind of glitch ending. I did not find that bug in the original game. I guess I never really thought to try to jump off, because the only place that I knew you could kind of do that
What could it mean?
was right over here.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply...
You climb on the desk and get that out, the outside ending, especially with the bucket, that I really thought was pretty funny. But now let's grab the bucket and do the same ending. It's bucket time. I mean, I know when I was streaming this...
the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
When I was streaming this, I love this game, like the original and the remake, but I'll let him talk here.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
Even watching other people play this, even though I've seen a lot of the endings, I love watching people's reactions, especially for people who have, are really familiar with games and just kind of all the weird meta commentary and just all the sarcastic takes that they have on a lot of these game tropes. It's just, this game is so much more brilliant than you think it would be. I love it.
The bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
And every little minute detail, it's like, oh, if you go here first, if you do this, or if you do this twice, or if you come here with one, with or without the bucket, and just every little permutation, almost everything that you can do is accounted for. So we're going to go, into our office here again.
The manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation,
there we go.
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was
of course.
The bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Of course it is. Alright, so we'll go down the elevator again. But now we have the bucket. So now, let's see what ending we can get now.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
And it's so strange that, on a surface level, you have an outsider who doesn't get games at all. It's like, oh, they've just done the same exact content, added some voice lines and a bucket item in the lower right hand of your screen. And yeah, that's the whole gag of the new content. But the way they play with it in every ending, it's like, oh, in this ending the bucket is a hero, and this time the bucket is like some crazy demon enemy, and the other one, it's just, there's so much weirdness that they do just with this one gag that can still, you think that even adding the bucket would just be this stale thing of oh, ha, okay, we've got a couple endings, but it seems like all of the endings are still pretty damn funny. So kudos.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight
I don't know.
through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I can only imagine just writing a game like this in the first place, and then writing a game basically totally again, and still making it funny and not feel like just oh, okay, here's a few new gags. It works way better than it has any right to. So let's jump off of this thing again. So let's turn it on just to see what we can do here.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Okay, there we go. And we're falling.
As Stanley was about to proceed further into the mind control facility, he tripped and fell over the railing and into the dark void below. Thankfully, he fell directly onto the bucket, which safely cushioned his fall. Now, what to do next, Stanley wondered. Stanley and the bucket could find no way out of this enormous pit, and so eventually
pitch black
they
down
decided
here.
that the best thing to do would be to simply get comfortable down here.
Yeah.
So they set up a little couch and relaxed. It really wasn't so bad.
And where did this stuff come from is what I want to know. Now we have a TV.
They installed a few shelves as well. And a sort of
yeah, where are they getting this stuff? There's no way out of here.
When the bucket was craving paninis. But it wasn't until the rugs and the standing lamps came in that it really started to feel like a...
Got a little counter, stove, sink, chair,
realized that it had been ages since
TV
he had
lamp,
even thought of the mind control facility at all.
bookshelf.
He'd never gotten to fully explore what was up there. Never been able to unearth the many mysteries
No shitter,
of the
though.
mind control facility. This lack of closure began to eat at him. Soon he was dwelling on his regrets, and the state of their home slowly decayed as Stanley became withdrawn and neglected the cleaning.
Goes dark again. TV is all staticky now.
Stanley wasn't usually like this. The bucket tried
Everything's
to reach out to him again and again, but to no
broken.
avail. All Stanley could think about,
Broken
all
light.
he could talk about, was going back.
Lamps
doing
tipped
it
over.
Again, staying on the path. It was a mistake to leave the path. It was a mistake. It was a mistake. I need to do what the narrator says. I need to see the true ending. This made no sense at all to the bucket, which was simply trying to live its life down here as comfortably as possible. Yet Stanley was unconsolable. This isn't an ending.
I can't interact
This
with
is
the
just a
TV
hole in the
even.
ground. The bucket sighed. True.
Or anything.
It wasn't an ending. But
Sink.
it's where we happen to be. And maybe, possibly, if we accept the reality of things, maybe this will become an ending eventually. It's what the bucket was counting on.
Cut to
Two
black.
of them waited for a very long time.
And ending. So yeah, there's your other glitch ending. So what I want to know is, okay, they found this black void. And then, okay, you're going to stay there, that's one thing. But then, like, okay, oh yeah, we're going to set up a TV and a couch and a little counter with a stove and countertop stove thingy and a sink and bookshelves. Like, where are you getting this stuff in this black void? I mean, there's no bathroom, and there's, like, how are you going to get food? And, like, I don't know, it's just complete nonsense, and that's what I love about it.
Were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided
So
to go
now,
to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I think this is in the original game, but I never knew about it. I've never done this before either, so I don't know.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
We're going to go into the mind control facility again. And I'm going to try to figure it out, because I think I know what I have to do.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping he might find coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
And I don't know if there's a separate ending for the bucket, so we're going to try that as well, if I can figure out how to do it here.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah,
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 blah.
blah.
Secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway.
I love that, because then you don't have to go through all the rigmarole again. He's like, yeah, you've heard it before. So you're kind of tapping into the player's mind there. This game is just so good. This game is so good. I mean, it's not forcibly trying to be funny. It's not being raunchy to be funny. You know, there's a place for that. I mean, there's a place for things like Conker's Bad Fur Day and that, but this is just brilliant writing. This game is just great. Okay, so we're going to go down into the mind control again.
Through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
So, I don't know if... I have a couple ideas here.
Room packed with television screens.
Turn the light on.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Now, I think... Okay, I can't turn it off right yet. I think I have to go and turn on at least 1 or 2 of these other things here, and then we can go back. So turn the cameras
Now
on.
The monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Okay, so we can't go back yet. I can't turn that off. Maybe I gotta hit the elevator switch and then it'll let me fully go back. Because I think this is what I'm supposed to do. Now, I don't want to go up that lift.
It was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
I gotta wait for him to ramble here.
Under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Okay, I'm not sure what to do here. Because you're supposed to be able to go back and you get some sort of crazy ending, because I saw a clip of it on YouTube and I thought all I had to do was just hit a switch or two and then one of these passages would go back. Maybe I can only do this with the bucket? Maybe it wasn't. I don't know if it's in the original game. Let's do a restart. I apologize if I don't end up getting this ending because I'm not quite sure what to do. Oh, okay, now it'll let us go. How the hell did I do that? Okay. So now I can go back. I don't know what I did. Maybe I just hit the thing again. Okay, so now we can go back. And I think... Here we go. There we go, yep. Our weird disco nightclub ending. All kinds of cool colors, got some neon. Got a bunch of words. It's kind of hard to read because it's fast in their contrast here. Secrets! A bunch of says secrets. Let's see. All the contrast is kind of... yeah, secrets. Love it. I wonder if I can go out of here now? Can't go back. What if I can't turn it off? Again, super catchy. Yeah, jam to it, Stanley.
It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Right, so I'm pretty sure
controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad.
The rest of this is just going to be the same, so I don't think I'm going to play this out.
All of it commanded from this very...
Let me see. I'm going to go into settings here. Okay, those are kind of right in the middle. Let's see. I think we have to do all the sliders. So there's that settings champion achievement. And I don't think you have to hit all. I think you just have to do all the sliders. So... let's see, we got a bunch of sliders here. Main volume. Okay, well, we'll just make them all here. Let's see if we can get our settings champion ability. Okay, this one doesn't seem to have any sliders, I don't think, because when I originally saw this, I thought you had to like literally change every setting under everything, and I think it's just sliders, but I'm not sure. Okay, so we've hit all the tabs. Oh, no, we got a slider here. Oh, I didn't do. Okay, that one is about right there. Okay, any more sliders? Nope. Okay. What was I adjusting there? Oh, okay, subtitle background opacity. Okay. Okay, so now let's restart the game. And again, I hope I don't have to play with all the checkboxes. We're going to try. Actually, you know what? Let's do the bucket first before I forget.
It's bucket time.
It's bucket time. So I don't know if there's going to be anything different with the bucket in that mind control facility. Let's do that first.
And entered the door on his left.
So we'll head to our meeting room, yada, yada, yada.
Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find out. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
And I should also note that I am playing this on Friday the 13th, 2022, because, again, you never know with this game how strange and how weird it can be. I've been seeing things the last couple of days from Crows, the developer, like, oh, maybe, you never know, maybe you have something different. There was one tweet where it said, oh, if you played on Friday the 13th, you can actually see your feet. Or there's other weird, they're like, oh, if you played on Friday the 13th, maybe something weird will happen. And that's kind of why I decided to record this post-stream video to show you guys a few more endings. But, let's play it on Friday the 13th and just let's see if there are any weird endings, because it would not surprise me. You play it on something like Christmas or Thanksgiving or New Year's or Friday the 13th, maybe Jason, like a weird Jason pop-out thing comes at you. That'd be pretty funny.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this, but Stanley gets
there we
the
go.
correct code by sheer luck.
All right, so let's figure out what we did to get that weird disco ending.
Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
I just want to see if I can get it with the bucket and if it's any different or if it's just the same. We got to test, do our scientific method here. We got to test all, all possibilities. Okay, and I'm going to probably put this in the description too. I should have said this right away, but I think just to go along with the gag of the Stanley Parable and its weird numbers and jokes and things, I did 3 streams of this, so it'll be part 1, 2, 3 of Ultra Deluxe. But I think the way I'm going to label this one is I'm going to say Stanley Parable part 4 of 3, because again, that's, I'm figuring this stuff out after the streams. So, of course, yes, we're going to do part 4 of 3. No, it's not a typo. I totally meant to type that.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
We have to embrace the weirdness of this game, and that's what we're going to do in that video when it gets uploaded. So, just when you see that, you don't have to leave a comment saying, you labeled this wrong. I'm like, no, I didn't. Totally meant to. Alright, so let's turn this on.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Alright, so we're going to go on the catwalk, we're going to hit our camera button, yada yada.
Jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
So dumb. So dumb. in the best way. I love it. Alright, there's our elevator.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do?
I don't know. Sit there.
These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Okay, we could go there, but I think maybe if we hit... Yeah, so what did I do? Somehow, did I just wait long enough, or there's something, do I gotta click? Because this wasn't open right away, and somehow it eventually just opened. I don't know what I did. Do you just have to wait here long enough? Like, I don't know eventually how I got it to go back. I mean, I'm just clicking. I'm not going to go in the elevator. I'm just clicking everywhere. See, now it's open. So, I don't know if I just had to wait a certain period of time or if I was just clicking on some random thing that eventually did it. So, let's see if we get something different now that we have the bucket. If we get any commentary or... Okay, we turn that off. Nope. Looks like it's the same. Secrets! 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 Secret from 2004. What? Resolution, secret, texture, what? There's just a whole bunch of words flying around. Dun, 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 dun. I love it. It's catchy.
No! He screamed into the bucket.
Because I think you can just stay here forever and listen to that song.
Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point,
because I don't think that ends.
For the bucket.
I think you just sit there until you either go forward or jump off again. So let's go back and restart again, because we don't need to see the ending. We've seen all these. But now that I've adjusted all the sliders, I hope I don't have to do the checkboxes.
All of his co-workers were gone.
And the other thing I'm trying to do...
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a minute.
There's another... I don't know how to trigger it. There's, remember when we're going out of our office, and instead of this regular cubicle farm that we have here, there's a separate... It'll be like a darker carpet, and it's like a totally different office layout. I don't know how to trigger that. Not the one with the vent ending or what, or there's like another ending I do know how to get to, but it was in the original game, and I need to trigger like a different starting room, and then there's a door you can open that'll give us another ending, just a simple, the whiteboard ending. So I'm hoping that we'll just run into that by chance. I'm gonna go without, let's see, yeah, let's go without the bucket, because I think it'll be the same either way. No, because I want to watch that gag again. I want to do the thing here. But there's one other ending we're going to do in the new content area. And it shouldn't take us that long because we've already done the initial museum part. I hope it'll just sort of take us there quickly. Because I want to get to that, where it says Stanley Parable 2. Because there's one more thing that we can try to get to.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra-deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a
it's brilliant.
And any new
it's so
content
good.
For it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra-deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever The Stanley Parable 2.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so we got to walk through this again.
Yes,
But
you see, isn't
what's
it far
funny...
superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
And there's so many gags in this section. Like, I wish I could just read some of the stuff easier for you guys, but there's so many gags here that you just have to stop and read everything.
What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Come on, man. We're already playing version 9. What more do you want?
Exactly, the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be.
That's one thing that they didn't account for.
I've been developing for it.
Is you go in here,
but if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts,
they should have like an abbreviated version of this and say, oh, wait, we already know you're on version 9 or whatever.
Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical.
Let's just keep going here. Okay, here we go. This is where we want to be.
Here we are. Go on. Some of the new features.
So there's a I saw some videos of other people playing it on different platforms, and I did get it for the Switch, but I haven't played that yet. But you know, I figure I'll play it later when I just I want to play it on the go or something. But you know, when you go down and you read all of the, or he's reading all of the Steam reviews and stuff, they even took it to the point where there's like different platforms. It's slightly different because it acknowledges, hey, you're playing on this system, but then they acknowledge, oh, these are the Steam reviews and stuff. Those are even little slight differences there that they addressed in fine detail. So that's really cool. So I want to do this gag again because it amuses me, this whole bucket thing. So ordinarily this is where you're supposed to find the bucket for the first time. But as we discovered at the end of my last stream, this is pretty good. I'll do this again just because I want to see it again.
Wait, there are 2 buckets here. How did you get a second bucket? Oh no, the warmth and comfort of a single bucket is already so great, so intoxicatingly wonderful. With 2 buckets, there's no telling. Stanley, can you still hear me? Are you with me?
Blow it up.
Stanley! Oh, thank God.
2 buckets, 2 scorches.
Stanley, the power of 2 buckets was too much. I had to destroy both of them. I know how much the bucket meant to you, but I couldn't take the risk. I hope one day you can forgive me.
So good. Again, just a stupid little bucket, you know. And I went back and I looked at the museum ending as well. And if you would have read through, like, you know, I look back at some of those walls of text that you had. And the funny gag of it, you know, you have the museum ending where it shows you all the elements without the bucket. And then you go there with the bucket and where they have that little hole where I thought you could try to fall down. But instead you grab the bucket again. And you have that kind of tribal, like, caveman music chanting thing. If you read those, it's all about like the history or like, you know, the like almost like the evolution of the bucket. It's just super dumb. It's super cheesy, but it's great. So there is I gotta figure out where it is. There's a staircase.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided.
Okay, I didn't want to go in here, but this won't take long.
The office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with? You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece it is.
So, let's see. There's a staircase. There used to be a locked door, but I don't remember exactly where it is. Okay, I know that's where the hole is. I don't want to do that. So it's not in this room. I kind of wish I could run. especially once you've seen a lot of the things again and you're just trying to get to a certain location. What the hell was down here? Oh, this is, the free achievement. We did get that. So we got that done. We don't have to go in there. So we've accomplished that. Right, this was the collectible thing. Yep, out of order. Because we've got all of our collectibles. I know there was a... What was back over here? No, this is... See. Okay, the exit. I don't want to go to the exit. Yeah, the jump circle. There's another staircase I'm trying to find, because I haven't seen this yet. It might be in the other room. I'm just taking one last gander here. Oh no, right here. No, maybe. Oh, maybe it's up here. Yeah, because I think if I go through there, but I think if I go up this way, hopefully this door shall open now. No, it doesn't. Okay. Yeah, settings, world champion. So I don't know if I have to literally check and uncheck like everything, like changing graphic settings. I don't really want to do that. I mean, yeah, maybe you literally do have to. Well, but yeah, so basically what happens is you can just look it up online. I don't want to accidentally change the language or something, but you go in here and it kind of is like, oh, here's another little secret thingy that you did. I did see that ending when I was trying to look up a couple of bonus endings just to see. But there you go, guys. I think, as far as I know of, except for things like the baby ending where you got to play that mini game for 4 hours, and then there's some other achievements and stuff, like you have to play it all day, literally 24 hours a day, all day on a Tuesday. There's one where you have to not play it for 10 years. But I did want to show you, especially those two glitch endings. I thought those were kind of amusing where, oh yeah, the original game had a glitch. And then they actually factored that into the remake. So I figure, yeah, I'll give you guys a bonus video.
Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable.
I shouldn't have walked in there.
Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle?
Sure did.
Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
But yeah, so, I mean, I really enjoyed this game. And it's kind of just got all, like, because there's so many secret endings and just hidden gags to find. I love kind of watching people's reactions. And it's like, was this in the original? Was it not in the original? Or did they account for this? What if I tried that? That's half the fun of this game. And just seeing the narrator's reaction. I mean, this game is, like I said, there's a lot of movies or games or media where it's like, oh, we're trying so hard to be funny. And it just seems forced. And this one... the Stanley Parable, man, this is one of the few games I can legitimately say. And again, it doesn't even have to use, I think he says, like, what the hell or something a couple times. But, like, there's really hardly any profanity. There's not a lot of, like, sex jokes or, it's not, like, M-rated or anything. It's just a really solid, funny game that just, honestly, has a lot of things that are unexpected, You expect the certain thing to behave a certain way, or, oh, I know what's going to happen here. No, you don't. So yeah, anyway, that is part 4 of 3 of the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. And what were we playing? The Stanley Parable Part 8? I don't even remember what it was called. Let's see what it was called again real fast. The Stanley Parable 8. Oh, yeah. That's right. Liquid Printer Jam. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this bonus video. Give it a like if you did. If you are able to play this game yourself, I highly recommend it just to support the developer because this game is so awesome. But yeah, give the video a like if you did. Follow me on Twitter at BGFH79, twitch.tv/illegally-cited, illegally-cited.com, and right here on YouTube. So until next time, I will chat with everybody again later.